Many pet owners believe their dogs are incredibly loyal, following them everywhere they go. But for some dogs, this behavior is more than just friendliness or habit. It's something deeper, something unbreakable. This powerful bond is known as imprinting, and it's one of the clearest signs that you mean the world to your dog. But how can you tell if your dog has truly imprinted on you? Perhaps they're already giving you signals, and you just haven't noticed them yet. In this video, we'll explore 8 unmistakable signs that your dog sees you as the most important being in their life. Some of these signs might surprise you, as dogs display them only towards their person. And while you have a moment, take 2 seconds to hit subscribe, so you won't miss out on more amazing dog facts. Now let's dive in. Sign number 1. Your dog listens to you like you're their whole world. Training a dog can sometimes feel like negotiating with a small child. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't, and occasionally they act as if they can't hear you at all. Most dogs would rather follow their instincts. Jump on guests? Why not? Ignore your call because of an enticing smell? Naturally. But if your dog has truly bonded with you, everything changes. They don't just hear you, they want to listen. The sound of your voice becomes more important than any distractions around. Why? Because making you happy becomes as rewarding for them as chasing a squirrel or exploring a pile of autumn leaves. Their instincts might urge them to continue exploring, but as soon as they hear your voice, they stop. Not out of fear or habit, but because they genuinely want to be near you. That's the power of bonding. But trust isn't just about obedience. It also shows when your dog allows you to touch the most sensitive parts of their body. Sign number 2. Allows you to touch their nose. A dog's nose is not just an organ for smelling. It's their super tool for exploring the world. And for us dog lovers, it's the cutest spot for a gentle boop. Who can resist that adorable snout? But have you noticed that some dogs absolutely hate it when you touch their nose? That's because a dog's nose is incredibly sensitive, packed with millions of receptors. A strong perfume scent, sharp nails, or even an unexpected touch can make a dog pull away quickly. That's why, if your dog allows you to touch their nose, it's a sign of deep trust. And if they not only tolerate it but actively nudge you or offer their nose, maybe even give you a gentle boop back, congratulations. You're not just anyone in their life, you're their special someone. This is the power of bonding. Sign number 3. Establishing eye contact. Eyes can express a lot, as everyone knows. However, in the world of dogs, prolonged eye contact means something entirely different. For dogs, it can signify a challenge, a threat, or even the start of a conflict. That's why most dogs tend to avoid direct eye contact, especially with strangers or other dogs. It's their way of saying, "I don't want any trouble." But if your dog calmly looks into your eyes, it means they trust you completely. They don't see you as a threat. To them, you are a safe place. When a dog feels imprinted on you, they will seek out your gaze, not just by chance, but deliberately. Sometimes they need reassurance that everything is fine. Other times, they're waiting for your guidance on what to do next. And sometimes, they just want to share the moment with you. Some dogs with a deep attachment might simply sit and gaze at you, as if memorizing every detail of your face. If your dog looks you in the eye and remains at ease, you've earned more than just respect. You've become their anchor. Sign number 4. The hug test. We all love hugging our dogs. It's so tempting to squeeze your furry friend and never let go. But did you know that most dogs actually don't enjoy being hugged? Unlike humans, who see hugs as a sign of affection, dogs might feel trapped. This can make them anxious, uncomfortable, and even eager to escape. However, if your dog lets you hug them, it's a huge sign of trust. And if they not only tolerate it but stay with you without trying to wiggle free, you're truly special to them. Dogs that have formed a strong bond with you will even put up with what they might see as odd human habits, simply because they love you. They might not be huge fans of hugs themselves, but they'll patiently accept them because your happiness matters to them. Sometimes they might even lean into you, sigh contentedly, or rest their head on your shoulder. These are real signs that they feel completely safe in your embrace. So next time your dog lets you hug them a little longer than usual, remember, you're more than just their owner. You're their person. If these heartwarming moments with your pup sound familiar, give a thumbs up and tell us in the comments. Does your dog love hugs, or do they try to wriggle away? And stay tuned as we move on to the next point, something especially relatable for those who dream of personal space but have a furry friend. Sign number 5, follows you everywhere. Some dogs are content to lounge on the couch and watch their owner from a distance. They're perfectly comfortable just being nearby, but not necessarily glued to your side. However, a dog that has formed a deep bond with you is a completely different story. This dog wants to be with you all the time. Step into the bathroom and close the door. You might hear scratching paws, a pitiful whimper, or even an attempt to nudge the door open with their nose. They don't understand why they've been excluded from the pack, even if it's just for a couple of minutes. It's not just a habit, it's a sign of deep attachment. On one hand, having a dog follow you everywhere can warm anyone's heart, but on the other, it can develop into anxious dependency. Some deeply bonded dogs can become so attached that they experience significant stress when separated, even for a short while. If your dog panics every time you leave the house, it might be time to gently encourage their independence. Do it gradually and patiently. But there's one thing you can be sure of. If your dog has chosen you and follows you like a shadow, they're with you for life. Sign number 6, doesn't want to leave your side. Some dogs practically become your shadow. They're always around, always following you, every moment of the day. Even if your dog isn't the type to sit on your lap 24/7, they might still show one important thing. They'll always find a way to be close to you. Let's say your dog isn't particularly affectionate. They don't beg to be picked up or demand petting. But as soon as you leave the room, they change locations too, just to keep you in their line of sight. You leave them napping on the couch, and somehow they end up at the bathroom door while you're brushing your teeth. Sound familiar? Or maybe they regularly bring you their favorite toy. Not to play, but just to be near you and share something special. And if other family members wonder why the dog always brings the ball to you instead of them, the answer is simple. They've chosen you as their special person. Sign number 7, stealing your scented treasures. Let's be honest, nobody is thrilled about a pile of dirty laundry. But for your dog, it's a treasure trove. If your pup is secretly snatching your socks, t-shirts, or even, yes, it happens, underwear, it's not just mischief. It's a sign of deep affection. Dogs explore the world through scents, and your scent is the most familiar and comforting to them. To you, an old hoodie is just a piece of clothing, but for your dog, it's a cozy, enveloping hug that reminds them of you, even when you're not around. So, when you suddenly find a sock under their bed, it's no accident. It's their way of keeping a piece of you close, much like a child who sleeps with a favorite blanket. Next time, before scolding your pup for scattering laundry, pause for a moment. It might just be their way of showing how much they love you, because in your scent, they find their whole world. Sign number 8, chooses to sleep next to you. Your pup might completely ignore the cozy bed you carefully picked for them. Instead, they stubbornly climb onto the bed, snuggle on the couch, or lie right next to you on the floor. Why? Because dogs are pack animals, and it's essential for them to sleep close to those they trust with their lives. If your dog falls asleep beside you, even if it's a bit cramped, it means they feel safe. This is a sign that, to them, you're not just a caretaker but a true family member, a reliable support, and the coziest spot in the world. And it's not just about sleeping. Maybe they settle at your feet while you work, or stretch across you while you watch a movie. Sometimes they might even nudge your laptop aside just to be closer. These moments aren't random. It's their way of saying, "You are my person." If you realize after watching this video that your dog truly has bonded with you, share this video with friends who also have furry companions. See together how many of these signs their pets show. And if, like us, you want to understand your dog even better, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment about which sign you notice the most. Your support helps us create more helpful and heartwarming videos about dogs.